Happy Thursday, everybody. Welcome to Energy Testing Live. My name is Pam Roussell with Perfectly Holistic, and I'm excited to be back with you guys again tonight. So I'm going to give you guys a few minutes to pop on, not a few, just a couple minutes to start hopping on. And if you are here watching, drop a comment into the comment bar and tell me where you're from. Hey, Delft, how are you? It's great to have you back from Vancouver, Canada. I have a favorite podcaster who's up in Ontario, Canada. So, wow, that's so cool. And I love Vancouver. It's beautiful up there. So, anyway, hope you guys have had a great week. The good news is it's almost Friday, which means it's almost Catterday. So, hey, Laura Lee, nice to see you. How are the kids? And when I say kids, I think she has like what, 20 cats, 19 cats and counting. So you've definitely got your hands full. Laura Lee is an awesome, awesome rescuer and promoter of TNR. So we love people like you doing 21 cats and yeah, making such a huge difference in the lives of rescue kitties. And hey, Belle, how are you in Wisconsin? Is it hot where you guys are? Because man, it's like 100 degrees in central Texas now. Which is crazy. It just doesn't seem like it should be 100 degrees yet. It's only June 9th. August, I can see that, but not for June, right? So anyway, I hope you guys have had a great week. I've got a couple kitties tonight so far that have been entered for energy testing. So I've got a couple spaces. If you are watching tonight and you want to enter your cat, I will take a couple more. Do you want to say hi? Do you want to say hi? Come on. This is my little. Okay, everybody say hi to Gunner. Say hi to Gunner. Say hi, baby. Hello, everybody. This is Gun Gun. Oh my goodness. Say hi. This is my older boy. He's 14. He'll be 14 this month, actually. And he loves to be on the camera. Isn't it funny? So yeah, he's probably going to walk all over my keyboard and interrupt everything because that's what he does. So any of you know, you guys know that you have cats. So anywho, yes. So if you have a spot, if you want a spot, Belle, go ahead and send me an email to the email. Well, you have my email address. Send me a photo of the kitty and a brief description of the issue or concern, and I will put him on my list. Okay, so Delft, Kit, same thing. Email me a picture of the kitty cat by itself and a brief description of your concern or the issue that you're dealing with currently. So I'm happy to check those. So, anywho, okay, so I'm going to jump in. First of all, I want to just remind everybody that I am not a vet and I am not here to diagnose, treat, or cure anything by recommendations or by what resonates tonight. So I'm just telling you energetically what I'm picking up on with the cat. I can pick up on emotional stuff, physical stuff, imbalances, stressors, anything that might be a sensitivity, like a food kind of thing, or environmental sensitivities. If there are environmental toxins like heavy metals or viruses or vaccines, I can pick up on stuff like that. These are just some of the questions, the series of things, the checklist that I go through. I can check body systems and organs and glands and tissues to see if there's imbalance or stress, something out of whack, something is off, energetically in the body. A lot of times we'll see things happen on the energetic level first, and then it can manifest into the physical aspect. So then you have symptoms. So chances are by the time you see symptoms, something's been going on for a little bit. So just keep that in mind. For those of you who are not familiar with muscle testing, I want you to stop and remember, first of all, that when we talk about muscle testing, I'm tapping into energy, and everything is comprised of energy. It's all around us in the universe, and it can be influenced. so that I can influence other people's energy and vice versa, because we're all connected. Think of it like this massive spider web energetically, that everything is connected energetically on that level. It's based on quantum mechanics, quantum physics. um, it's a vast network, and every object resonates on a vibrational frequency. um, there are, well, first of all, 90% of our brain power lies in the subconscious mind, and the subconscious knows everything that the body needs in order to achieve balance and health. So muscle testing allows me to bring the subconscious into the conscious level, so you can actually see what's going on at the subconscious. So think of what's visual versus what is hidden. um, and then let's see, I use a pendulum. This is my pendulum I use to ask questions. When you're testing energy and using a pendulum, you can ask questions or make statements. So it's easy for me to, I kind of go back and forth between statements and questions when I test cats. And I go through a lot of charts and categories that when I'm working on pets. So it just works real easily. Um, I can ask the body questions. It taps into the nervous system, because the nervous system is the conductor of energy. And that's how I can basically, what's the word I'm looking for? Hijack the nervous system a little bit and just tap into it and get answers from the body. You can get the same answers in person as you can remotely. And muscle testing has been used as a form of biofeedback for years, and it's been used a lot with chiropractors and naturopaths and nutritionists and holistic health practitioners and people like that. So it's not new; it's been around forever and ever. Um, you can also use energy testing or muscle testing as a form of determining compatibility. So finding things that make the body weaker versus make the body stronger. You can use it to find truths or falsehoods. So when you're like, if I'm asking a question, I can get yes, no answers. If I'm making statements that are true, I can get a positive response versus making statements that are negative or false. I can get a negative response. So there's just a system. I have a systematic way of working. So I'm gonna just ask the cats questions tonight using their picture and tapping into their energy, because remember, we all have this energy around us, and see if I can get you guys some insights and make some recommendations accordingly. So, okay, I am going to go to my first kitty, who is cute picture of Mercury, and he is a beautiful short-haired gray kitty with beautiful green eyes. And Teresa submitted him, and her question is, why has he started biting me? Is it play or aggression? And now that Bella is gone, does he want a playmate? If so, a kitten or older cat? Um, First of all, you know, I can certainly tap into his preferences. Um, let's just say, for example, I do get, oh, he would love a playmate. Maybe on a subconscious level, he would like a playmate. But consciously, he might resist it at first, because their subconscious, their higher self is kind of what I'm tapping into. And if you've ever tried to bring in a new cat or a kitten into the home, there tends to be some sort of resistance at first. And it can take, some cats a very short time to adapt and accept their new resident, their new playmate, and other cats, it might take a little bit of time. Um, so we just have to go by their time scale, their time frame, and at their pace whenever we do add a kitty. So first of all, I'm asking, you wanted to know why he is biting you. So my first inclination is Teresa a stressor? And I'm getting a yes. So you are, I'm not saying you're doing anything bad. You're not. I'm a stressor for my cats all the time. It's maybe I'm not paying attention to them enough. Maybe I'm not doing something that they want me to do. Maybe I'm doing something to them that they don't want me to do. It just depends on the situation. So let's see, and let's see. Let me ask if are there emotional blocks? Getting a yes. So there's some emotional issues here. Teresa is a stressor. I'm getting a yes. And is it something that she's doing? No. Is it emotions you're picking up on? I'm getting a yes. So I'm going to ask you, and you don't have to answer this online. If you're going through some emotional stress, he's picking up on that. And that's how you become a stressor. Cats often mirror or take on our emotions and our stress, even if we feel like it's benign, they can sense things that we can't. And so I have a feeling he's probably, um, what did your word say? Biting you. Let me go back to your email. Da, 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 da. Sorry, guys. Why has he started biting you? You are a stressor to him. Um, is it play or aggression? Let's see. So is the biting? Is this a play? Is this aggression? It's aggression. He's upset. Something is irritating him. Um, so you'd have to go through and figure out if it's something that you're doing. Does he need more one-on-one time? Does he need confidence building sessions? Does he need more play? Taking him through the hunt, catch, kill, eat sequence to get out some of his stress. Finding ways to deal with your stress if you're going through an emotional time or under a lot of stress, that can have a huge impact. Um, and let's see what the other question was. Now that Bella is gone, does he want a playmate? Okay, so would he be open to a playmate at this time? I'm getting a no. So I would just give it some time. Check in a few months, see if he feels like he's lonely. But if you were to eventually get him another kitty or add another cat to your home, would an adult be easier? Would a kitten be easier? A kitten would be easier. And simply because a lot of times they don't view the kittens as much of a threat because they're small. Hello, Gunner. Nice to have you back. So, and he's talking. What do you want? What do you want? What? What? Okay, so she says, I'm usually working with people on the phone when he bites at me. Probably because you're not paying attention to him. Don't you guys always find that it's when you're on the phone or hello, like I'm in a live, that my cat wants attention? So he knows I'm talking to someone. He knows I'm giving my attention to someone else instead of him. And so that's why he's like mad. He's trying to get your attention. So I'm betting that has to do with, yeah, probably he wants your attention, your undivided attention, um, which makes a lot of sense. If he is now the only cat, he might feel like he deserves a little bit more attention. What, right? Yeah. My gosh, you're too much. Okay. So, anyway, so yeah, there are definitely some emotional blocks. Can I please get back to work? Sit. All right. Oops. Is there grief of some kind? He's not holding on to any grief. So that makes my heart happy that he's not grieving something or passing of Bella. So I hope that helps. Now, in terms of a recommendation, if you've never tried an herb garden, it is incredible to see cats respond to herb gardens. So I'm just going to check something for you since emotional blocks do resonate with him. And these are trapped emotions. These are emotions that get stuck down in organs, glands, and tissues. Um, from negative experiences. And so let's see, as far as his would color therapy would really benefit him. And is there one color? Yes. Is it orange? Is it yellow? Yellow. So color therapy uses the vibrational frequency of color to improve a mood, a situation, healing process support, things like that. So you can take a towel, a shirt, a blanket, a pillow, piece of paper, gosh, even a banana. Hello, just put the something yellow in his favorite spot or next to his favorite spot to sit, sleep, hang out, whatever. And you'll see that they really gravitate toward that color if it's a good color for them. And then the other thing I would recommend trying, besides play sessions, give him some one-on-one play time, because that's definitely something I think he's needing, because he wants your attention. Herb gardens, yes, this would help him a lot. Would you need an aggression herb garden? Well, that makes sense. And what about a comforting and uplifting, something uplifting, or an aggression herb garden? And basically, if you go to, let me get the website for you. Yeah, Laura Lee has seen it with her own two eyes. I have seen it with my own two eyes. It is incredible. If you go to shop.naturallycats.co.uk, that is Julianne Thorne's website, and she has herb gardens. And you can click on different herb gardens and find different herbs that help cats with certain emotional issues that they have. And so she has an aggression garden, she has an uplifting garden, comforting garden, anxiety gardens. These are really great. And even if you don't buy the kits with her, you can find things like loose leaf herbs in herbal shops, or loose leaf teas, organic teas, and just open the tea bag and put little piles on a towel and let the cat self-select. It's based on zoopharmacognosy, which is self-selection. They know what their bodies need emotionally, physically, to balance and heal. So I would try those with him and just let him explore that. Yes, I can put that here. Hang on one second. I'm going to go back to, let me go copy paste. Thank you for that suggestion. It's hard being a one-woman show, I have to tell you. Someone has said, hey, Pam, and it's a Facebook user. I don't know who that is because it doesn't show your name. So hello back to you. Drop your name in so I can, is that Mary? Ava? No, Ava and I. So I don't know if that's Mary. I'm thinking, who's Ava? So maybe that's my best friend in the whole world. If that's you, I love that you are here. Thank you so much. Okay, so we're going to move on to, hi, Mary. Thank you for your order today. You're going to love Nina, by the way. And okay, so we're going to go to Sophie. Lynn entered Sophie, and Sophie is a beautiful long-haired gray ball of fluff who is fighting large cell lymphoma. So she says, an energy reading would be helpful for me to know her state of being. I've been given her herbal supplements and wet food and raw where possible. First of all, I'm so sorry that she is going through this struggle. I know that you are both going through the struggle, and it is very emotionally draining and it's hard. So what we can do is, we can't always cure everything that our cats go through. We provide the best quality of life and palliative care where possible. And that's all I'm going to say about that, because I don't want to get teary. So there's, you just do the best you can, and know that they have a purpose for being here at this time, and they have their own path and their own journey. And part of that is sometimes going through crappy stuff like lymphoma. So I feel like our cats are our teachers, and They can teach us so much. And I've used to do everything wrong and learn how to do things better on the next cat that came along. So think of the lessons that she's teaching you while she's here, and that a lot of times is the purpose for them being in our lives, is to teach us something. In many cases, it's multiple lessons, so that we can do better the next time. So I am basically going to check with her and just say, are there emotional blocks? That she does have some emotional blocks. And are there digestive issues with her? Yes. Are there foods that are stressors? Yes. Are there proteins that are stressors? Yes. Is it one protein? Is it two proteins? Okay. So two proteins. First of all, um, a chicken is coming. Is chicken resonate? No. Is lamb? Is venison? Is beef? Is pork? Pork? Does she eat pork? Is turkey stress? Turkey resonates. Does duck? No. Rabbit? Any seafood? No. So I'm getting turkey. Does turkey and pork make sense? I'm coming back to see your comments. What? What? So like I said, they always want your attention when you're not giving it to them and you're giving it to somebody else. What? Come up here. So no pork. Okay. Tell me what she's been like, proteins that she's eating mostly. Because I want to double check some. Because even just removing the stressor proteins can help reduce some inflammation. Yeah, right, Laura Lee, just like any child. Oh my gosh, right? And you have 21. Yeah, chicken didn't come up. Okay, so she likes venison and fish. Is that what she eats mostly? Venison, and is there a specific kind of fish? Are we talking salmon, tuna, mackerel, herring, ocean fish? Is this a particular wet food? Is it a raw food? If you're feeding a wet food in a can, check the label of the cans and make sure it doesn't have any carrageenan. And agar is another thickener that causes a lot of GI irritation. So even if you can just remove the irritants and change the proteins so it's not a stressor to the GI system, that can help reduce GI stress and inflammation. So I'm waiting to hear back from you on that. Let me go back over here. She's got emotional blocks, and then is there stagnation in the body? There's a lot of stagnation in the body. Environmental toxins, yes. Is this due to virus? Is it due to medication? I'm guessing is she on like a steroid or any medications that are really strong? And I'm guessing she probably is. So environmental toxin resonates. Medication is a yes. Petrochemical, environmental chemicals. Environmental chemicals are coming up. Is this in the form of cleaning products, laundry soap? Is it in the form of formaldehyde? Is it BPA? BPA. Is it in the form of flame retardants? Yes. Is it in the form of formaldehyde? No. Those are common things. Okay, no steroids yet. Okay. Is she on any medication, like pharmaceutical medication at this time? Because I can check to see, if what you're using is benefiting her on some level. Okay, cleaning products. Yeah, the more toxins you can eliminate from her environment and yours, it's going to benefit you, because there's a toxic load and you can't see them, but know that it is there, and it causes stress at the cellular level. So removing detoxing is awesome for us and our cats on a regular basis, like 3 or 4 times a year, just doing some heavy metal detox and some chemical detox, liver support. So liver stagnant, yes, I would definitely put her on some. Well, let's be specific. It's glutathione. Glutathione. Put her on a glutathione product because it is a master antioxidant and it is great for the immune system and the liver support. So it can help help her immune system fight and help her body clear out some of those toxins. What? Come here. He's back. Um, so that's kind of what I'm thinking there. Okay, since having her. Okay, good. All right, good. I'm glad she's not on any specific meds, so that's great. Sit down, please. Sit down. Yeah, go as natural as you can on your cleaning products. I would definitely get her on some glutathione. And let's check one other couple things here. Would S. boulardii? No. Would iron gut support? Healing the gut. No, let me reword that. Supporting her gut, which is the house of her immune system, is one of the best things that you can do for her. Besides some antioxidant support and the glutathione. And I can drop a couple of glutathione products, some liposomal glutathione products that I have found that I've checked for other cats that work really, really well. Hold on, I'm thinking. Probiotics. The biggest bang for your buck right now that's coming into my head is fecal transplant. So vets can do this even if they don't have a lot of experience in it. They can work with another vet that has a lot of experience. Dr. Margot Roman is one that comes to mind. Dr. Marlene Siegel is one that comes to mind. It's not terribly difficult, but I mean, if you want to help her fight a little bit more, maybe a fecal transplant would work. She has lost interest over the last 10 days. Turkey tail. Let's see. Let's check. Turkey tail or high Smith. Yes, turkey tail would be excellent. That's testing very, very well. If you can get it in her, that's the key. I listened to a talk with Dr. Jody Grunstern. That's G-R. How do you spell it? EUNSTRN, I believe is how you spell her. She's a vet, a holistic vet out of Arizona who does remote consultations, and she did some experimental work using frankincense in a capsule, like essential oils from Young Living frankincense, put it in a little tiny capsule and orally dosed this cat. So it got directly into the gut. And that cat did amazingly well, had some kind of lymphoma. I can't remember exactly the kind. So yeah, there are, I mean, that was an experimental thing, and that cat did really, really well. I can't remember how much longer he lived or if he's still living. It was just an amazing story. I just remember, wow. I think it was like 10 drops of frankincense in these little oral capsules that she did for a while. Dr. Jody Grunstern, I think let me see if I have her email. I know I have her email because somewhere it's on my list. You know how those lists go. I'm just going to put her name in here. Dr. Jody. You can find her online. Grunstern. She's in Arizona. Holistic vet. She might be someone great to reach out to. Yeah, there really are. There are so many parallels between human health and pet health. We have the same body systems, they work the same way. Um, so yeah, turkey tail would be great. I know reishi mushroom is also excellent for immune system support. CBD benefits, great question. What CBD benefit this kitty? I'm not getting a yes on that. Would heal CBD by CBD Dog Health. That is not testing well either. So that one I wouldn't do that one. Okay, and I'm gonna drop in. Hang on. I'm gonna go back. Okay, so I got naturally cats in there. Oh, I was gonna put the glutathione. Hang on, you guys. There are 2 glutathione liposomal products are the ones that absorb better into the cells because of the liposomes. Drop those. One's a liquid, one is a capsule, and they're made for humans. We just dose it for a way less amount for pets. So hang on one second. So we're dropping this in here and glutathione. Okay. So if you are interested in either one, I don't sell these. They're just good products that I've found. If you need help with dosing or anything like that, happy to energy test for you. All right. So let's see. Okay. Hemir. Okay. Yeah. Can you drop? She could be my last one. If you can drop her picture in the email to me, I'm pulling those out of the email. Okay. All right. So yeah, I mean she definitely has some emotional stuff, which most cats have something going, knowing what she's gone through. So yeah, I hope that helps give you some direction. Oh, foods. I think you said, okay, is venison a stressor? No, it's not. Is fish a stressor? No. Okay, so what you're using is not causing her metabolic issues, so that's good. All right, so I am going to move on. Is this like lipospheric? I'm not familiar with lipospheric vitamin C, but liposomal glutathione is better absorbed into the cell because it's the liposome, which is the fat, I think it's a fat molecule, is the transporter that gets it into the cell. So it works better. It's more bioavailable. That's why I like the liposomal products. Okay, let me go back in and here's Kit Kat. She has kidney disease. Oh, bless her heart. Let me just share some word of encouragement for you guys. Cats with kidney disease can still live a very long, healthy, happy life. So one of the best words of advice that a vet told me one time was treat the cat, not the numbers. So when you go in and you get blood work and your vet says, oh, your cat's kidney levels are a little high, and they put the fear of God into you that your cat's going to die if you don't start him on a veterinary prescription diet for kidneys, and they just scare you. It doesn't have to be that way. I had a cat who lived for 8 long years on 25% of kidney function until she decided that it was her time and she needed to move on. And then she just literally stopped taking all her supplements one day and said, I'm done. But she did great. And there are so many ways you can support a cat with kidney disease. One of the first things I would recommend is just look at what you're feeding them and make sure they are on a wet diet and lots of hydration, whether that be added water or added bone broth into the food every day. Feeding a high quality protein that's bioavailable, that's highly digestible. So the least processed as possible, that would be raw, that would be freeze dried, or a very high quality human grade food, canned wet food. Don't reduce their protein levels, but you might, in some cases, cats might need a phosphorus binder because they need the protein for muscle. If you've ever had a cat who had kidney disease and they kind of waste away, it's because they're not getting enough protein in their diet. So I'm going to check for her. And okay, so kidney disease. Let's just say she needs kidney support. I hate the word disease because disease is basically dis-ease in the body. Um, is adding extra moisture beneficial? Yes. So adding a phosphorus binder? Yes. Okay. Phosphorus binders. There's one that Dr. Becker, there's two that Dr. Karen Becker recommend. One is called Epichitin. I'm going to put the name in here because y'all, I'm not going to, it's hard to know what this Epichitin, and the other is called hold on. Oh, Phosphix. I think that's what it is. These are phosphorus binders. Okay, so basically, phosphorus binders bind the phosphorus in the food and push it out through the GI tract instead of letting it go through the bloodstream, which the kidneys have to filter. So in essence, it takes the load off of the kidneys. So adding that to their food every day is awesome. And I'm going to ask also with omega-3s. Yes, adding omega-3s in her diet every day, high dose of omega-3. That also helps prevent inflammation and just overall function, kidney support. And then also any cat with kidney disease should be on Ion Gut Support for Pets, which I carry at shop.purrrfectlyholistic.com. So is Ion Gut Support beneficial for her? Is it necessary? Yes. So basically, Ion Gut Support is made of humic acid. It's a soil-based product that seals the intestinal lining from leaky gut, and it also works to seal kidney cells. So it protects the kidney cells from toxic exposure, because remember the blood filters through the kidneys and then to the bladder to be excreted. So it's a lot of work for the kidneys to be exposed to all these toxins all the time that they're trying to filter out of the body. So adding the Ion Gut Support for Pets is just a great way to reinforce the integrity of those kidney cells and protect them. So I would definitely add that, and it does test well for her. And then there are other kidney support products like herbal supplements that you can add to food that just are that have an affinity for kidneys in general. Kidney support gold beneficial, that would be one. And let's see, like vitamin C product, no, that doesn't test well. With rhubarb root. Rhubarb root is also really good for kidneys, so maybe like a drop of that per day. So yeah, and then extra hydration. And let me go over here. I know you sent something. Okay, she gets sub-Q fluids, Catalyst, OxyCat. Romani is excellent. So for her, sub-Q, definitely beneficial. Let's see, once a week, twice a week. Twice a week is testing well for that. Serenia is not testing well for her. Is it B12? Yes, B12 is good. The Catalyst is good. Is the OxyCat beneficial for the kidney? Not necessarily. Is it harming anything? No. Okay. I mean, you could use it. It's not really necessary. The Romania is definitely very, very good. So yeah. The two phos binders, Delft, I put right underneath Epichitin or Phosphix, those brands. Hey, Nicole, nettle seed, that I'm not familiar with for kidney, and I love learning. So that's cool. Okay, let's see what else. Does it help you some ideas? Ion Gut. Hold on, I'm gonna spell it for you. Ion gut support for pets. Okay. So that's coming out. And, the other thing that you can put on or add to her regimen would be like a milk thistle. Milk thistle, the liver and the kidneys are related and they both filter waste and toxins. So putting her on a milk thistle product, let me just verify. Milk thistle beneficial. Is it necessary? Yes. So I would definitely put her on that. Mercola has a kidney and liver support powder supplement that would be excellent. It covers both. So that's something you could consider too, twice a day. So, okay. All right. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to move on to third rescue. Okay, so let's see. It's our third rescue kitty who lives here with his brother Hobbs and Wolfie. Like the other two, got caught in a bad mold in a rental we were not aware of for some time. Dylan also had trauma coming in, very high sensitive, or I think you meant highly sensitive and timid, but not so much better, but still sensitive. He loves catnip and crazy about valerian, which is awesome. He has intermittent diarrhea with bad smell. It's probably food. Let's see. Occasional blood. I think you meant blood in the stool. Medical testing inconclusive. Okay, so let me just check a couple things here. I think his name is Dylan, right? So is foods resonate? Yes. Is there one protein that resonates? Are there two proteins? Two proteins. Food stress. Food sensitivities can cause blood in the stool, by the way. Inflammation can cause blood in the stool. Let's see. Emotional blocks, yes. Not surprising. Multi-cat household, we always do. And then let's see, does mold resonate? No, mold does not. Does nasal tissue, environmental sensitivities do? Pollens, yes. So mold, no. Candida, no. Parasites, no. Okay. So it's food, it's environmental sensitivities, and it's emotional stuff. Let's see what else. I'm reading your notes here. Make sure. Okay. The Get Soothed by Adored Beast Vets. That's very good. Yes. The Espulardi, very good. Ion Gut Support. Yes, that tests well. Nutritional yeast. That's beneficial. Yes. Okay. So drop in here chicken. Okay. So I'm going between two screens. So is chicken a stressor for Dylan? Yes. Is beef a stressor for Dylan? Chicken and beef, of course. That's what he's sensitive to. We can do some work and we can clear those proteins for him. So that's something you could consider doing. Just remove him as a stressor. Okay. Easy complete. Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. I love easy complete. My cats, that worked well for my cats. Yeah, it's great. It's a great product. If you want to make your homemade raw food, highly recommend that. You can add as much water or broth to it to make gravy, a lot of gravy or a little gravy. So it depends on what the cat likes. Yeah, so the good news is this mold resonate. There's no mold or fungus. So his immune system was apparently a little stronger. Hello, Miss Aylin. Say hi. Say hi to everyone. She's so shy. She never likes. Well, say hello. Say hi. Say hi. You want to come up and visit? Oh, yes, you are. Yes, little one. Um, okay, where was I? I'm sorry, I got distracted by cats. Okay, so back to Dylan. So, yeah, environmental sensitivities are going to be the bane of our cat's existence. If your cats are immunocompromised or, have immune system. Yeah, I'm looking at your comment, Nicole. Um, throughout the next 3 months and maybe even moving into the fall because of grasses and trees and flowers and weeds. If their immune system struggles already for some reason, putting them on some kind of a liver support, quercetin, milk thistle throughout the summertime is a huge help. And you might need to use some seasonal support like herbal supplements that help support their immune system for the little seasonal allergy stuff that we have, and strengthen their gut. We've got to strengthen the gut. That's the home of their microbiome and their immune system. So the healthier the gut, the better they're going to be. So keep that in mind. Okay. So, and then Laura Lee. Oh, these little kittens. Okay. Her question is, she's fostering these cute little kittens. She goes, things are easing up here with the other three. Bodhi has been showing great interest in the room where the foster kittens are. I am wondering if maybe he is ready to choose a new BFF. Is he ready for this at this point? And if so, can you tell which one he might be interested in? There's Bodhi, beautiful Bodhi. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to ask, does Bodhi like the kittens? Yes. Is he ready for a new friend? I'm getting a strong yes. And does he have a preference? Yes. So let's see. Who does he have the strongest bond with? Is it the little black kitten? I'm getting a no. Is it the gray kitten? I'm getting yes. Is that what you observe? And he might get along great with both of them. Hey, Robin. Energetically, the gray one is resonating stronger. So tell your poor husband that you're going to have one more. Unless you want to adopt them out as a bonded pair. Are they a bonded pair? So that could also be fun. Belle. Okay, so colostrum, great question. Let me go back to your baby. Okay, so would colostrum be beneficial? Nope, not colostrum. Espoulardi, you don't want to do colostrum and espoulardi at the same time. So stay with the espoulardi for now because it's helping to rebalance that unhealthy gut flora with the good. So I would keep using that. So yeah, Laura Lee, what do you think about the gray? Does he? I love the fact that he loves to be down there with the kittens. They're not threatening him. He's the king of his world, right? When he's down there. It's just we haven't actually introduced them yet, just watching the kittens play. The black one seems to roughhouse more than the gray one. Roughhouse is what Bodhi likes, but Bodhi likes to be in charge of the roughhouse, so he probably wouldn't want. Does he like to feel like he's the more powerful one of the two that roughhouse? If so, the gray would be a better fit if the gray is not quite as aggressive. You know what? I just think you should introduce them and then just see how they interact together and who he bonds with. So if he's showing an interest, give it a shot. Maybe he wants to be like a grandpa or a mentor to these little guys. It's good for them to be around older kitties. Okay, she says when he and Monty played, they take turns. Wiggles. She's so bossy. She's going to keep crying. Okay. Let me Mary, if you're still here, I'm going to go look up Ava's. Looking at your comment, Laura Lee. I'm going to go look up Miss Ava's picture in my phone. There's Miss Ava. Okay. So I'm going to go find your comment again because, Mary, I can't remember what you asked me. Check Ava, see if she has any blockage. She's super picky lately with food. Okay. So I'm using her picture on my phone. So are there any emotional blocks at this time? Yes. Are there food stressors at this time? Yes. Is food imprinted? Yes. Is raw food a stressor? Yeah, raw food is a stressor. Is there a protein? No. Is it raw? It's raw. Is freeze-dried a stressor? No. Is wet a stressor? It's raw. Any proteins resonate? Nope, it's raw. So something must have upset her and she imprinted something negative onto raw. Don't feel bad. This happens all the time in my house. And I was talking about this last weekend on my live with Dr. Odette Suter. I have a theory that I'm working on, and I actually tested the frequency energetically of raw food versus freeze-dried food, and the resonance on the raw food was 840 and the freeze-dried food was 740, and it's such a high frequency. When you say feeding primal venison and beef and salmon, is that the frozen kind? I know you used to do the frozen nuggets, or is that the freeze-dried rehydrated? So answer that. So whenever my cats go outside and they get upset and stressed from dog neighbors on the other sides of the fence, it can really freak them out. And it brings down their resonance, their vibration to a really low level. And then somehow they don't want their raw food. So I have to clear raw food as a stressor. And then about 24 hours later, they just start eating it again, which is great. So I have a feeling it's related to their vibrational frequency and raw food being so high. And when they are energetically so low, it just doesn't jive. Emmett's eating raw again. See? Yep. I've been wondering about this for literally years. I've been asking the questions. So yes, she does have emotional blocks. And let's check something. Is Grant a stressor? Grant, of course. Grant, the brother. Okay, so albacore tuna, and that's because it wasn't raw. She was like, finally feeding me something I can eat. So emotional blocks, yes. Are there any people stressors? No. Is Grant? It's something Grant did to her, and he pissed her off most likely, and it imprinted on her raw food. So yeah, that would be an easy fix to clear Grant, and clear raw food as an interference. Grant, you gotta love Grant. He's adorable. Yeah. So anyway, let me see if there are any. Yeah, the Mary, the proteins themselves did not have a problem. It's the raw itself. Okay, so I know it takes a little bit of time. There's a delay here, so I'm going to watch for your comments. Does anybody have any questions? So yeah, before we wrap up here, I just wanted to let you guys know that I do offer an optimal cat health analysis. So the frozen nuggets are not good now. She's not going to eat the raw. She's not going to eat the raw for you until that's cleared, and then she'll eat it again. Freeze dried would be fine. You could switch if you wanted to, or we could clear her. Even better. Yes, Belle, it's gonna be recorded and it's gonna be on my YouTube channel and it will be on my Facebook page as well. So you can go back and watch it as much as you want to. Um, and drop any comments in here. Okay, so she has one question about Sophie and Serenia. It was helpful to know the CBD wasn't helpful. Okay, Serenia. Yes, Serenia, and that is for nausea. Nausea has to do with the lymphoma. Um, let me go back to her picture. Hang on. I know it's in here. Hold on a second. Okay, there she is. All right, so what I'm thinking might work better is homeopathy. So nausea is definitely resonating. So would Ipecac test really, really well when Iris would Nux vomica? Nux vomica tests very, very well. So let's see. On a scale of 1 to 100, 100 is the highest. Best, that would be an agreement that would strengthen her body. Nux vomica, would it be 100? Would it be a 90? Would it be an 80? It's an 80. Okay, and an Ipecac, would it be 100? Okay, that's better. I'm going to drop it in the comments here. Ipecac on 30C homeopathy. That is testing well. Its indication, one of the indications for Ipecac is nausea. So you could do Ipecac as a remedy. But you need it once a day, twice a day. You could use it twice a day. And let's figure out, is 30C good? Is a 200C? No, a 30C. A 30C. What I love about homeopathy is that it works with the body's bioforce instead of something foreign like a drug that works trying to manipulate the body's natural way of working. Homeopathy is really, really gentle. It's easy to use. And basically, you take 3 pellets, twist the cap off, drop the pellets in a half a cup of filtered, purified water, and then just let it dissolve. Take a syringe, pull it out, half a mil, literally, little tiny bit. You want to succuss it. So if this was my syringe, you just cover the tip and you strike it hard. That energizes the remedy. You can squirt it in the mouth. You can add it to a little bit of food twice a day. That will help with the nausea. You can use it as needed as well. That might be a whole lot easier on her than Serenity. You can certainly try it. Let's see what else. You guys have any other questions? So basically, if you wanted to do an optimal cat health analysis, that's a service that I have. You can look on shop.purrrfectlyholistic.com under services, under cat health, and that you'll see that as an option. It is a deep dive energetically, kind of like what I do tonight, but on a much deeper level because I go through all of my charts. I look at all emotional blocks. I look at all of body systems and organs, all of environmental type of stressors, environmental sensitivities, and figure out what I can clear energetically, and then provide tools, figure out what the body agrees with that makes it strong, to balance, and that sort of thing, or to remedy something. So it's a really good overall picture of what's going on in the cat. I also wanted to let you guys know that there is a service called Mind, Body, Spirit Release. So if you have a cat issue who is mostly emotional, maybe they don't have an underlying health condition that you know of, and maybe they just have an emotional issue going on, then Mind, Body, Spirit Release would be maybe a better option. And if something comes up as like food as an interference, that would show up and I would clear the food. Um, but it's a deep dive on an emotional, spiritual, and physical level to identify cellular imprints due to traumas and negative experiences. And it is a fascinating service, and I use it all the time. It's for people. It can be used for pets, and it makes such a huge difference overall health, emotional, spiritual, physical. It's a great tool. So that is in services under Mind, Body, Spirit Release. You can look up that. Yes, of course I do that with dogs. Any living being. Okay, so is a new kitten going to create drama in my house again? Oh, Laura Lee, there's always going to be drama, at least for a couple days, right? Maybe you should bring the cats downstairs like one at a time and introduce them so that when you bring the little one upstairs, maybe there won't be so much stress. Just a thought. And okay, so yeah. So anyway, if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, Pam@purrrfectlyholistic.com. And I will be posting that you will see these recordings on the pages. So yes, I do work with people, Teresa. I do Mind, Body, Spirit Release with people. And then whatever comes up with that session, it might kind of cross over just a little bit with um, physical ailments and such like that. It's really cool. Go read about it online. It'll give you a better understanding of how that works. And we craft an intention um, based on what you want to work on. So Mind, Body, Spirit Release is a catalyst for change. I love to use that expression. So whatever it is you want to work on for yourself, whether that be emotional stuff, whether that might be goals, career, health, whatever, it's really cool. So anyway, so Kathy says, okay, I came in a bit late. You were talking about cleaning products. Would you have a cat recommendation for cleaning cat spraying? A really good enzyme cleaner. Yeah, and then figure out why they're spraying. So Kathy, a lot of times there's environmental stress, maybe cat drama. Marissa, thank you. Cat drama in the house, or maybe there is a cat outside, a feral cat, a neighborhood cat that your cat sees and it's totally stressing them out. And so they are spraying to kind of mark their territory or make them feel more comfortable in a stressful environment. So, yeah, if you can address the root cause, you're going to get a lot faster results. And if you can, figure out what that is and remedy that, it will keep the spraying from happening, which is the overall goal. And yeah, I know that Nature's Miracle, I've used that one in the past. And then there's one that I have right now. Oh, I just looked at it today. I think it's Nature's Miracle with oxy something. It's oxygenated, which is really good. And that stuff works really well too for cleaning up, accidents. So I would just and you may have to keep using it for a little while. Use an herb garden for anxiety or for comforting, things like that for cats who are in stressful situations. That really can help bring their stress level down. Uh, Looking to see. Teresa says, I have a friend whose cat may have a torn ligament. Can you help with that? Um, well, ligaments, it depends on the severity of the ligament. I mean, if you may want to have a vet look at it just to rule out that there is like not something that needs surgically repaired. Some ligaments and tendons have more blood supply versus less blood supply. So I don't know, orthopedics may be like the first step in that kind of situation. And then based on what they say, I might be able to give her some direction based on that. If it's just about pain and recovery, homeopathy can do wonders for helping with that. Let's see. Reading your questions and comments. Oh, Marissa says Scouts Honor, great brand for cleaning up sprays and accidents and things. Okay. Oh, she has seen an orthopedic. Okay. So pain and recovery, homeopathy can do wonders for that. Absolutely. So yeah, I can definitely help with the pain and recovery side. Homeopathy is amazing. It's like my favorite go-to tool. And it's so easy because it's water-based and cats don't like, they don't like medicine, but they don't mind when something is just water and there's no taste to it, they don't fight you as much, if at all. So it's great. Okay. You could forget blood off of a carpet. Again, I would go with Scouts Honor, some Oxy product. You may have to try 2 or 3 different things. You may have to repeat it several times. I haven't had carpet in so long, so not much there. Sorry. Okay. All right, guys, I think we're going to wrap things up. I hope this was helpful for you. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. And we'll see you guys next month. Have a great rest of your week and lots of love. Thanks.